Hello, friends and strangers on the internet. Welcome back to my channel. Hello and welcome back. I must warn you, I'm a teeny bit under the weather. I'm going to try to remember to tilt myself this way so I don't sniffle too much into this microphone for anybody who has sensitive ears. Yes, just throwing that disclaimer out there. Who are we checking out today? Today we are checking out Bright Eyes and their song Road to Joy. I was not given a link for this, so I did a quick search. I didn't see a live performance that was like official or a music video. So we will be checking out the audio only. If you'd like to check it out without me, the link is in the description, or you can stick around for my reaction. And if you like it, the link will still be in the description. You can go check it out again. And it is on the Bright Eyes official channel, so you can go check out more of their music from there. I don't know if I mentioned this. This was a Patreon request. Thank you so much to my Patreon members. Y'all are awesome. I literally can't express with words how awesome you are. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody else for just being here, viewing and supporting my videos. Thank you for the viewing. Thank you for the supporting. Thank you for putting up with my yapping. I have been very yappy lately, and I personally like being yappy, and some of y'all like listening to it, and y'all are awesome for that. Thank you so much. Yes, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go. Okie dokie artichoke. Once again, we will be checking out Bright Eyes and their song Road to Joy. Yeah, Road to Joy. If you'd like to check it out without me, the link is in the description. Looks like it's going to be an audio only. Captions not available, so I may end up reading some lyrics afterward. Alrighty, let's check it out. Hold on. I have this weird suspicion. Okay, I was a little worried I wasn't recording. So sorry. Let's start this over. Let's go. It's Ode to Joy, but it's Road to Joy. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's genuinely awesome. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
The sun came up with no conclusions. Flowers sleeping in their beds. The city cemetery's humming. I'm wide awake, it's morning. I have my drugs, I have my woman. They keep away my loneliness. My parents, they have their religion, but sleep in separate houses. I read the body count out of the paper, and now it's written all over my face. No one ever plans to sleep out in the gutter. Sometimes that's just the most comfortable place.
Right?
So I'm drinking, breathing, writing, singing. Every day I'm on the clock. My mind races with all my longings, but can't keep up with what I got. So I hope I don't sound too ungrateful. What history gave modern men a telephone to talk to strangers, machine guns and a camera lens. So when you're asked to fight a war that's over nothing, it's best to join the side that's gonna win. And no one's sure how all of this got started, but we're gonna make them goddamn certain how it's gonna end. Oh yeah, we will. Oh yeah, we will.
Wow. Oh man. I was hoping for like a break, but he didn't stop, did he? Oh man. Dang. That was intense. That was intense. It that was just intense. I will need to take a moment to look over the poetry of these lyrics because man, the way that progressed was fascinating, and I will need the words in front of me in order to address them. But the way that the story, the narrative, the feeling just got more and more intense, that was quite brilliant. I'm gonna take it back a little bit just to justify having paused it so late in the song, and we'll just keep listening.
Win.
Oh man.
And no
spicy here.
Well, I could have been a famous singer if I had someone else's voice, but failures always sounded better. Let's fuck it up, boys. Make some noise! The sun came up with no conclusions. Flowers sleeping in their beds. The city cemeteries humming. I'm wide awake, it's morning.
What a cacophony. That was brilliant. Okay. Um, Let me do stuff with the camera real quick. My goodness. That was an epic journey. That was a hero's journey in the form of a song. That's what that was. That was literally a hero's journey in the form of a song, complete with the solar metaphor and symbology and everything. That was wonderful. Oh my goodness. And then the cacophonous ending. Let's make some noise. And then you make some noise, and it's all sort of within rhythm, sort of within the time of the song, but it's clearly noise, not music. Oh man, that is so many layers deep. I am going to take a moment to read over some lyrics and collect some thoughts and try to concisely articulate all the wonderful, beautiful layers I have just peeled in this lovely little onion of a song. Yes, and I want to do it concisely because it's just a reaction. This is not me. I want to nerd out. I want to nerd out, but yeah. That was wonderful. That was a whole hero's journey right there. I liked that. I'm gonna pause, go read some lyrics, collect some thoughts, and come back with my final thoughts. That was amazing, though. Be right back. Poof, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. I probably should have taken more time to concisely collect the way I want to say these things, but I'm just going to do my best, okay? Um, I have a feeling that Connor Oberst, the singer and songwriter of the band Bright Eyes, is very well learned in poetry, literature, and possibly even history. I just get that feeling. When I look at the structure of this song, it fits very much perfectly over the structure of the song Ode to Joy, where there are four sections, and each of the four sections of Connor of the Bright Eyes song very much match the energy of the four sections of Ode to Joy. A few key things I want to point out, though, just because I find it interesting. The sun came up with no conclusions, flowers sleeping in their beds. That's the first line, right? Of the Connor of the Bright Eye song. In Ode to Joy, hearts unfold like flowers opening to the sun above. So we've got a completely different point of view here. In the version that's praising God and all of his glory or whatever, flowers are blooming and looking up at the sun, and the sun knows exactly what it's going to do. It's going to come up in the sky and it's going to do what suns do. But in our version here with Bright Eyes, the sun came up with no conclusions. That's the sun doesn't do that, y'all. Okay, so the sun is clearly representing Connor, the man, the man writing the song, clearly, because that's how it is in storytelling. When you talk about the sun doing something that it's not supposed to be doing, like coming up with no plan of like anything else to do, despite the fact that the sun has a very clear plan of what it does every single day, we're clearly referring to a young man. That's just how storytelling that's just traditional storytelling. So that's why I think Connor Oberst, say that 5 times fast. Um, Connor seems to have this deep understanding of how literature works, in my opinion, just based on that. So with the sun coming up with no conclusions and flowers are still sleeping in their beds, the hero of our story has no direction. That's what that's what we've got. You can tell by the first two lines of this song that this is about a young man with no direction. Just the fact that we're using solar imagery and the flowers and the sun are not doing what they're supposed to do when the sun comes up. So we have a man with no direction, but he's trying to find some direction, which is a goodness gracious, is that not relatable? As a mother of young boys, I can see them growing into a world that really is struggling to give them a direction. And I, as their parent, am trying to help them find that direction. So I see this in this song. I see a young man struggling to find a direction but still marching forward with the same energy he would as if he had a direction to go. And I just truly find that beautiful. It's just so well written. Um, I love the line specifically. Every day I'm on the clock, my mind races with all my longings, but I can't keep up with what I've got. So I hope I don't sound too ungrateful. What history gave modern man? A telephone to talk to strangers, machine guns, and a camera lens. That's my favorite part of the song, I think. Although I really like the cacophony at the end where it's just like, let's make some noise, let me make some noise. And what I find so beautiful about the noise they make is it is technically in time with the music, but it's very clearly noise. It's almost like a musical metaphor for what he's going through. He has no direction, but he's trying to find a direction and he's just gonna do the best he can anyway and power through. The same way all this cacophonous noise is still there, still making itself known and still finding a way to fit into whatever pattern of the music it can find. Am I making sense? Am I being a little too abstract? I think this is so well written. I would, if you have the time, take the time to read the lyrics of the song and the Ode to Joy, Joyful, Joyful lyrics in English, and you can just see it's almost a comparison of exactly the same structure, the four sections. It's beautiful. I would love to go into more depth, but again, this is just me reacting, and as much as I would love to just completely nerd out on these individual songs, I frankly just don't have the time right now. If you'd like me to in the future, feel free. This one in particular is just so well crafted, I must say, and I now have a new appreciation for Connor Oberst in general and his ability to write music. Just in general, that's so well written. Oh man, but yeah, he's using nature imagery and cultural references to just spell it out. I'm a young man with a lot of potential and no direction to put it in. Help. How many young men feel that way, truly? And this was written in 2005, and how many young men still feel that way? I should step off. I'm going to step off my soapbox right now. This is not my soapbox platform. And I'm going to go ahead and end my reaction here. But that is my true reaction. It has me wanting to step on my soapbox and start sharing whatever things I could share about the struggles this young man is going through because, man, that touches my heart and it hits me really deep, especially as a mother of two young boys who are growing up right now. And it's just fascinating to see it through the lens of a man who has grown and writing music about it. It's super fascinating. What does it make you think of? What does it make you think of? If you're still hanging out with me here and you've listened to all of my yapping thoughts, what does it make you think of? What does it make you feel? Are you a young man who has no direction? Does this song speak to you? Am I completely off the mark? Do you have a completely different interpretation of this song? I would absolutely love to hear it. I'm going to go ahead and end my reaction part of the video here. And thank you for being here. Thank you for spending this time with me, sharing this experience with me. If you want to check out more of Bright Eyes, the link to the song we just heard is in the description. You can check it out from there because it is on their official channel. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.